I greet you, Bukedi. On the 26th of January this year, we celebrated 39 years since the NRM government came to power. That was the 39th celebration. And I was young, but I was actually not very young. I was in secondary school when His Excellency the President and the NRA, they took over. And they used to come to our schools to teach us the 10-point program. That was the gospel of the 10-point program, which was later summarized into 4 principles. The first one is democracy. Give people a right to choose their leaders. If they choose well, they eat the fruit of the land. If they don't choose well, they suffer the consequences. But let people choose their leaders. The second principle is Pan-Africanism. What does that mean for us here? Bukedi is known as the United States of Bukedi. We are Bakedi. So when we were doing the strategic plan, which we are going to talk about, the theme for that and the theme for the Thanksgiving was united and prosperous. Pan-Africanism here means that irrespective of our background, irrespective of our tribe, irrespective of our districts, irrespective of our religion, irrespective of our clans, we are one person. There is power in unity, in diversity. They also came with the theme of patriotism. Love your country. Love your land. I'm one minister who is on many platforms. Nothing annoys me like when I hear people say, hey, Uganda is evil, Uganda is what? I'm always arguing with them. This is the most lovely country on planet Earth. I have been to many countries. I'm so privileged to be a Ugandan. And because of that, I love to work and bring out the best of what is in Uganda. But many of us, we are looking for the faults, that fault, or the other person, or that tribe, or the other one. So we don't enjoy this land. Please enjoy the land. Patriotism. This group also came with the principle of socio-economic transformation. Socio-economic transformation is not just a few people getting rich. It is the entire society changing their outlook on life. The entire society changing access to technology. The entire society changing access to money and being able to afford technologies which make their life easier. The CEO, when he was talking, was saying that it is very difficult to have a car in the village alone. What if everybody had a car? Earlier when I just graduated, I had a friend of mine. she started to work with the vegetable oil projects, and she was among those who introduced oil palm in Kalanga. Now, I used to visit Kalanga, and I have traveled throughout this country because of my job, intervening in epidemics. So I traveled everywhere, and you see poverty everywhere. But Kalangala was poor, very poor. When Kalangala got that program of oil palm, now they tell me that when they want to have an LC1 meeting, the issue is where is the venue going to be, which has sufficient parking. Their problem for the LC1 meeting is where will people park? Because everybody has a car. So you have an LC, how many households in an LC1? About how many? 300. Yeah, you imagine you are going to have an LC1 meeting and there are 300 cars. It is almost the president is running. So people have to think who should come for this particular LC1 meeting. People have been transformed. And so I have literally grown up in terms of understanding under His Excellency the President. And I have listened to him. From that time when they used to teach us the 10-point program in school, and I have grown up listening to him. I have grown up reading what he publishes, including Sowing the Mustard Seed, the 2 versions. I have read them. But it is until I started to work as a minister that I really got to see the heart of this man and the passion. Because I now have more opportunities to hear him narrate the stories. The cattle corridor, those of you in the Bukedi, you know. The Bararo used to come here to look after your animals. I don't know if there are some people old enough for that. In fact, here we call a kiraro in my part there in our language. I hear Lukwere is the language of Bukedi. Is it true? That Lukwere is the language of Bukedi? Kiraro. So those people were Bararo. But now you try to find one. They have undergone socio-economic transformation. And in 2018, I was privileged to be part of a group that the president picked, and we traveled and he took us. And then after traveling for a week through the different parts of the country and seeing the transformation which has taken place, he hosted us at the State House and said, "What have you seen?" We told him, he said, "So how about your place? How is it?" So for us, for 39 years, we are here. What are we believing in as Bukedi? Bukedi is believing in being divided. Has it helped us? Has it helped us? Bukedi is not believing in sitting down and planning. Has it brought us where we want to be? It hasn't. And what we learned from those people is that they are very intentional. This issue you're talking about citrus. I remember one day, during that time of Operation Wealth Creation, I have some schools in Tororo. I was at one of the schools we were constructing. Then the pickup came and turned into the secondary school. And everybody was surprised and many were busy off-roading. And they were asking, "What is it?" He said, "They have brought orange seedlings for you." I said, "But for who? We don't even have land." where to put this. Again, it was this issue of citrus. And those seedlings stayed in the school compound until they dried up. So, we have decided that one, we are not going to waste the president's message. We are not going to waste the president's message. For me, from the day one day when I heard about PDM, I took it as a personal responsibility to make sure that our people know about PDM. We lobbied and it was launched in Bukedi. We wanted the Bukedi to understand PDM so that it does not also pass us. Now, when we start to implement PDM, and people are happy, but the analysis shows that the majority of people who got PDM money invested without Chivaru. They invested without Chivaru. They are doing well, they are trying to do their best. And we felt like, what if we had helped our people to understand how to invest this money? And that is part of what we have been trying to do. How do we make sure, because they were given 7 enterprises, but the majority of the people didn't invest in those enterprises. They invested outside the enterprises. And so I've been getting reports, no, Honorable Minister, I planted green pepper, but I failed to get market. I planted maize, but I got only 600,000 back. I did what, but we can teach people how to do this job. And I really want to appreciate our younger son here, Nicholas. We want to thank you for taking responsibility. And I really like the statement you made, that you want to be a leader, not a politician. Maybe where we will differ is that for me, I don't aspire to stand, but I want to be a leader. Leadership is sacrifice, but leadership is also principle. Leadership is principles. Leadership is having where people are going, being very, very clear. And the one thing, the bigger background, they are going to come and tell you, I'm going to invite one of my people to tell you about the strategic plan. But when I was presidential advisor, I had that privilege for 1 year. And no, it's not true that the president doesn't meet presidential advisors. He met me very many times. And it was during that time, he asked me, Nkolera Kida, that's what he calls me. How are the Nkolera Kida? I said, we are not doing well. Saying why? I said, leadership on the ground is weak. We have individuals, but that function of making sure people are mobilized. I said, what should we do? I promised him, but Excellency, give me some time. I'm going to come back with a plan. It took me longer than I had promised. But come the 22nd of August, 2024, His Excellency the President launched the Bukedi strategic plan for accelerated wealth creation. This is the communication version. We call it a summary, which we give out to people. We have more detailed plans, more detailed information books. But this is the document which has been launched twice by His Excellency the President in the UK. And so, Nicholas, I want to hand you one of these. One to the chairman, LC3. Chairman, I gave you. Chairman, LC3. And what it is very easy to read. I also saw Mayor. It was sweet. make sure it is implemented. We are no longer playing games. Okay, we are tired of talking. It's time for action. It's time for action. So I want to thank His Excellency for his great support, for the messages which he has preached over and over and over. We have not taken it, but Your Excellency, this time Bukedi is listening. Bukedi has woken up. We want to make you very proud of us. I'm going to interrupt my speech since I have given you this. I'm going to request the team or the representation of the team that have prepared the strategic plan, and since they are younger than me, they can stand in the sun so that people can see you. So I want to request the team from SCI. We have the chairman of the strategic think tank, the Bukedi strategic think tank. I don't know if the other sub-regions with the think tank, we have one. And the Bukedi Development Consortium. Please come so that I can introduce you to the strategic plan. Other of us may have had other forms of strategic plans, but this is the first scientifically prepared strategic plan. And what it means is that if we do what is in here, we are going to reach where we are going. Very, very clear. So my coming here, I couldn't miss the opportunity to come to launch this expo. But I also want to thank Yona. When I reached out to Yona, when we were preparing the Thanksgiving, by the way, the Thanksgiving was an excuse to launch the strategic plan. We wanted to have the president so that we can launch the strategic plan. My passion for Bakedi is not containable. Nothing can contain it. And I really, really want to thank His Excellency, the President, for giving me this opportunity to serve. Please, wherever you see him, thank him. Bukedi is moving forward. And so, we decided that in the month of August every year, we are going to commemorate with an important economic-related event. And so come in a date which we shall specify in August, we will be having the investment summit, the Bukedi Investment Summit. Why is it that you sons of Bukedi, you don't invest here? Where are your hotels? Apart from Tororo here. In the rest of Bukedi, you reach a town and you don't even have where to eat a decent meal. We can't invest in our place. We tell you, those people, those people, there are no jobs. Why should our children not have jobs? It is our responsibility. We must invest here so that we can be able to create those jobs. So the strategic plan takes care of that. The district level meetings are going to go into more details in terms of the strategic plan. But we will be commemorating, and the chairman listened to, and the cows and all the leaders. We'll be having a competition to see which district is implementing the strategic plan. Which district is going to win? Butero. Who is going to win? Chibongo Molio. Have we started?
We are already the leader. We are already there.
Lucia?
Yes.
I hear you don't have any coffee. Tororo. I hear that you are the ones lagging behind. Tororo, you are big. When small districts like Nkolera will beat you. So we are going to be, during that time, we will have competition based on the implementation of the strategic plan. So when we come for the district meetings, we will be handing over formally so that the chairman and your team, you don't have an excuse. So chairman of Chibuku, and Masoro Tororo, you are the one that I have come to first. You are the very first one at district level for me to come and hand over this book in the chairman's office. And you might be the only one where I'm coming in person. So, yeah, moreover, you are the source district. So, are you going to take the lead? But me and my chairman there. We are not taking it sitting down, it is personal. So, can the minister's district lag behind? Guteo. Jemuli? Guteo. So, we want to welcome the expo. The expo is now going to be part of that commemoration of the Bukedi saying bye-bye poverty, bye-bye Nkolera Kida.